black iron, and when it rusted, I had no choice but to run around and stay on top of the sewer line. And I got fiber optic cable and all right there. Like I was telling him when he was building it, I tried to work with him, telling him to, I said, look, I got fiber optic cable. They didn't bury it deep. I got all my utilities right there. And at one time, his silt fence was pushed out 4.5 feet into my property. That's why I went and got a permit and put up a fence to protect my utility lines and stuff. But I just the main problem area is right behind his retaining wall. He put the retaining wall. I put the fence right on the property line. He put the retaining wall right touching the fence. So that's the property line. And then right behind that is where everything's accumulated.
Right.
So it's really a hard situation. But what I did was I put a sump pump in the lowest part, and I ran a register over to my house to keep the water from saturating under my house and rotting and everything. So I did that, and I put the line fence that you've seen running to the street as a temporary remedy to kind of negate my damages while I seen what was gonna happen.
Right.
It's like there's really nothing happening with it, and all he did was just dam everything off. And property owner on the other side is trying to talk with him and something also. But I'm just in a pickle with it, and I don't really see a solution that.
We can get him by there and see if Ricky can get by there tomorrow. I
Yeah,
think
if-
he don't
if-
have class tomorrow.
I was just thinking to myself, if he can put a drainage pipe into the ditch and then have it going to the back of the property, because they built the chain wall up, and when it rains real hard, the back of the chain wall is just like a fish aquarium. It's holding water, it's not draining to the front, the way they got the land over there. So it's filling up with water.
Catch basin or
The
something.
chain wall is only straight down, so I'm sure it's just saturating the water to where the ground can't absorb anything in the back. And, of course, I got the pump going, which requires constant maintenance because I keep my yard raked to keep the pump clean so it doesn't hang up. But I can tell that all the water from the neighboring property that's not raked and has plenty of trees, is steadily bringing the leaves in and hanging the pump up, so it takes constant maintenance, plus, constant power. I gotta have it plugged in all the time, it's on a float and everything. I try to get it when it hangs up. I know it because, my wife will call me or something and say, the water's building up, so I'll have to, pull the pump out, clean it out. So it's just a bunch of maintenance that I'm pretty much just taking care of all the water for everybody else. And, most of mine drains, I did the same thing on the other side with the other neighbor, because my property drained fine forever, but when they built the house behind me, it started bringing on more water. So I got with the neighbor, and his back of his house always flooded, and mine didn't, but it was encroaching a little bit. Put a pump in, no problem. Put a pump in, went all the way to the street, pump it out, so that's not an issue. It's just like that, they don't wanna do anything like that. It takes something that you have to maintain and keep watching like I do.
Okay.
So a natural catch basin with gravity flow with just not enough elevation change?
Well, we didn't think there was, but,
No.
whenever they dug out for the footers for the chain wall, it rained, and I believe I got videos in my phone of the water catching in the ditch and draining to the street.
Okay.
We didn't think there was enough fall
Yeah.
to make it, but it was draining,
Okay.
and it was draining pretty good. I believe I got video of all of that.
Okay, that's one possibility. Our public work director used to always say, I can't make water flow on flat ground, my buddy.
Uphill.
Well, everybody's been helpful. I mean, the mayor, my councilman, Ricky, the public works director, everybody's been real helpful with trying to help me remedy it. And there's been a lot of spaces in between because I keep thinking, well, let me see what happens.
Right, yes.
But now I'm at the point where if they finish this house and they don't do nothing, it's just on, I'm out of luck. I can't get it.
Okay,
All right.
thank you. Think the mayor has a plan, to at least get them out there, and maybe they can put a gravity drain in with a catch basin like that if it would flow to help mitigate some of that buildup by the catch wall.
Yeah.
Anything would help.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Happy to minimize it where
Okay.
I don't have to worry about the money.
Yeah. So,
Right,
thank you, sir.
I appreciate
Yep, thank you,
everybody
Carver.
listening to my problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brett.
Brad Jones.
Council, do y'all have the, scope report for the street in front of y'all? Mike?
was attached.
Okay, good deal. So I'm here to present the renovations to the Court Street Community
Okay.
Center.
Oh,
Oh, we got two
Yeah,
Brandon?
you're next.
Huh?
Yes,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, you're good. Yeah,
All right, well, good timing, right?
perfect timing.
All right, sorry about the confusion.
I knew that too. I saw you pulling up. So I
It's
should
all
have
good.
said something. I'm
All
sorry.
good.
Yeah,
So,
we have scope of work and bid all ads.
yes, sir. You want me to go through that and kind of explain what we're doing?
Brad, if you can just summarize what's kind of, we're talking about
So-
base bid, alternates,
Right,
So of
and
course
kind of
you
what can they
know
expect?
dilapidation there at the community center, and the big picture items, what we're doing is we're gonna strip all that steel that's exposed there, get all that rust off. We're gonna come back with, 3-part epoxy systems, like a marine grade system, same thing we use at Ingalls and on the port. We're gonna take some of the, railings down, address some light safety issues there with the railings spreading apart at the parking deck, and it's kind of light safety and leak. We're gonna tighten those up. On the stairs, the main stairs that go up to the 3rd floor of the community center, there were some talks about maybe having to replace those, but under our investigation, I think we can strip those down. And we've got the contractor to let us know once they get blasted down, we're gonna go and do another site inspection, and if we see any of the steel that's supporting those treads that think needs to come out, we're gonna replace those and like and put new treads on.
Cause it had sheets of steel coming off those steps and everything.
So you're talking about on the bottom side,
Mhm.
right? But we don't want, you're 100% correct. We don't want them to take all the stairs down because there's still a lot of money, right? I just think that's money that's not well spent on those stairs, because the whole point of this project is to try to reduce the maintenance there at that building. And replacing those stairs is not going to put a dent in future maintenance of that place. So it'd be better to, in our opinion, to strip all that paint off, then have our structural engineer go back out there and really assess what's dilapidated to the point of safety concern. And then we can grind those angles off, if they're angles that support the treads, and then we can weld new angles in. So we're gonna address it, we just don't think global, like, taking down the stairs. At least that's what we discussed.
yeah, you can do NDT testing and let you know what your life is, so.
Correct.
It's typical in a plant environment, any environment, structural steel. You
Right.
can have a contractor come out and do your steel measurement, basically.
On the 3rd floor of the community center, it has all that wood decking. I'm not sure if you know kind of the history of it, but the first 2 levels are Ipe wood, which is like Brazilian hardwood, which doesn't warp, stain, warp, thin, age, just lasts forever. And then from the 2nd floor up, it was gone, Trex material, and that stuff is deteriorating and coming off. So we're gonna take all that off, replace it with Ipe wood, and then on the 3rd floor, we're gonna take all that tread work off, replace it with concrete top slab with traffic coating, because the sleepers underneath there are rotting, so we're gonna take care of that. There's some shade structure that is overhanging the community center porch, and it's allowing water to kind of rain right in and to go in the double doors there. We're gonna take that shade structure off, extend provide some inclement weather protection there. So we have a base bid, as you can see, the base bid items here. Then there's 3 alternates. So the handrails, they're all cable railings, and they're a maintenance issue, having to tighten the railings. So we are doing 3 proposals. So we have 3 bid alternates. You're gonna have to select one, but there'll be 3 alternates for the railings. One will be to take all that cable railing out, sandblast, chemical strip, put repaint. And then we have one to come back and replace them all with galvanized, unpainted galvanized railing with vertical pickets. The 3rd one is to come back and replace the railing. So we can, on bid day, we can see which one is gonna be best, most cost efficient.
Okay.
Y'all didn't talk about maybe upgrading the kitchen area in there? Biggest complaint about that place is there's no kitchen, there's no stove in there, that I've always received.
I haven't.
I don't know. There's the big warmers in there, but
Got
there's no,
warmers,
but it's warmers,
they
no
got a big
cooking.
hot plate in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no stove in there.
Why don't y'all make that one of the alternates?
Yeah, because of the
I
limitation
mean, there
on
was a
dollars.
stove a while back y'all took out of the depot.
They say because there's limited dollars in this grant, we were looking at life safety and exterior. Our Public Works has done a lot of work with independently, in-house, and with outside contractors on the inside. But we didn't look at upgrading the kitchen at this point because we're just limited on dollars, and we're hoping to be able to get the scope that we have right now complete. That's why we have a
We got a
bunch of them as
$1 million grant,
alternative.
correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Some of these base bids they got at 1.2,
Right,
one
yeah.
point.
So we at our meeting on Tuesday a week ago, we said we was gonna come up with, we had $200,000 match, gonna come up out of reserve fund with that. Option one, would be $235,000 more than we suggested. Matched option 5 is 243. So if you're looking at those really, breakdown, I was looking at the different breakdown costs. Just the blast and paint, is about $87,000 more.
These are just estimates.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I was say. Remember, these are just estimates that they're putting together so that we can actually go out on the market. So these are our estimates
Yep.
that we will use when we put this out for bid, just in case, you know, if we got to a
More.
point that we
Yep.
needed to negotiate down or something. This is a,
That's
just a
also
base
why there's
estimate.
not more in the bid
Details.
itself and why there's alternatives in there for the
Right.
bids, because, again, if we go out and bid everything at once, it comes in at $2 million.
Correct.
We have to start over.
We're at one. Yep, that's good,
Definitely don't
good point.
wanna-
I
definitely
looked,
don't
yeah, through proposals, right, they're valid. You'd like to go to all aluminum, but again, you're looking at cost and you're looking at the match funds that we have to come up with. So, I mean, it's a valid proposal and, again, it needs to be done for life safety, especially the railing, I'd say at some point. So we're looking for a proposal to,
Yeah, we have a advertisement, proposed for this, the first advertisement, this Thursday. Second advertisement is next Thursday, bid opening on June 11th. So we're asking for permission to advertise.
Yeah, so you just need a motion to advertise.
okay. Any questions? Motion?
I'll make a motion and we go out for advertising.
Motion, Mr. Salvo, second, Mr. Noblock. Any further discussion? All in favor, vote to motion. Aye. Motion passes 6-0.
Gary,
Thank
one
you.
thing.
Thank you,
we did
Brad.
look-
Thank you, Council.
We did look before about putting the stove back there. It also includes hood,
Mhm.
safe, sprinkler system, everything else. You know, it's not just as easy as going to put the
They don't
stove
have a
in.
sprinkler system in there?
I don't think for this would be the sprinkler system for the kitchen area and all, which is totally different than what would be, you know, outside in the big room and everything. So, you know, it's a lot more than just taking the stove from the depot, because that's a good stove. We should never took that out of there at the depot, you know.
It was because of the,
Yeah,
because of what's in there,
All right,
insurance.
good deal.
Thank you.
Engineers report,
Thank you, Brad.
come on down.
Y'all don't need me, huh?
All right, good evening. We have 3 action items tonight. The first one, and we've discussed all of these before, but the Sienna Lane Drainage Improvements Project, we submitted our recommendation to award that project to J. Levens Builders and to authorize the mayor to execute all the contract documents. We do have the recommendation letter in our package and a bid tabulation in case you have any questions about the bid.
They were so close, but so far apart in some categories, it was.
Yeah, it
like,
was a
man,
crazy
got-
spread. I
They did
don't
right,
think I've
huh?
ever seen it
Got
like
so
that.
close to the same
I
in
know, right?
total, but it was,
Yeah.
I kept looking at it.
Yeah. Any questions? In motion?
Motion?
Motion, Mr. Noblock.
Second.
Second, Mr. Reed. Any further discussion? All in favor, vote to motion.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 6-0.
Thank you for that. Item 2 is authorization for the mayor to execute it's the Construction Engineering and Inspection Contract, or CNI. This first one's for Buyer Drive. These have been approved by MDOT. They approved all the rates, all the material testing and everything. So this is the last item that we need to submit the bid concurrence package to MDOT for both of these projects, so then they can issue the authorization to award the contract to the contractor. So this is authorization for the CNI contract for the mayor to execute the contract.
Need a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Reed.
Second.
Second, Mr. Salvo. Any discussion? Vote to motion.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes 6-0.
Thank you for that. Third item is the same thing except for Washington Street sidewalk project.
Need a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Reed.
Second.
Second, Mr. Salvo. Any discussion? Vote to motion.
Aye.
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 Motion passed 6-0.
Alrighty, thank you for those three items. One discussion item I wanted to mention, we are working with the administration to set a workshop to discuss drainage as part of our CRS recertification and our MS4 permit. We have to have at least one workshop a year where we can talk about the project that we're working on, the improvements that the administration has incorporated into the Public Works Department, any ordinances that we're looking to revise, which I'm working with Ronnie to update some of those ordinances. So I don't think we have a date set yet. We're gonna look at some times to get that scheduled.
Cool.
And then if there's any other questions about any other project, I'll be happy to address those.
And just for, it's not a city council workshop, it's just, we just have to have a public environment for this kind of information to be shared with the community.
Okay.
So,
Thank you, sir.
I read it,
All right.
got approved for all 10-foot wide turning lanes on the report it said.
Yeah, so we had a field review for the 603 turn lane projects last week. That was last week. So they had a couple of comments on some of the length of the turning lanes, and right there at Central was kind of the most complicated one, because there's already two driveways going through there. So we'll address those comments and get that back to MDOT for their final review. Then the next step would be to have an office review with MDOT where they review the final plans and the specs, and then they can give us authorization to advertise that project.
Ted
Thank you,
Moore.
sir.
Thanks, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next, city clerk's report.
Motion to approve the docket of Bay St. Louis claims 24-023 dated May 7, 2024, in the amount of $1,062,956.93. I received a couple of comments, but other than that, haven't received any questions.
Anybody have any questions on these? Motion to approve?
I'm gonna have to recuse myself.
Okay. No Block's recusing himself. Need a motion to approve?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Salvo.
Second.
Second, Mr. Lewis. Any discussion? Vote to motion.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passed 5-0. Mr. No Block's out the room. Consent agenda. Any questions on the consent agenda?
Just note that Mr. Noblock returned,
Well,
just noting that he returned.
So I did, I was reviewing this late. On item F, motion approved recommendation for mechanical engineering for temporary cooling tower unit. There's some cost in there that we need to check on removing. So there's rental protection is a monthly $1,075.35 for insurance. You see if our insurance will cover this. Remove that.
tax.
And there's also $788.88 for taxes. That
Yeah,
should
the
be- can
tax
be
will come
removed.
out.
But yeah, just ask if our insurance, property insurance would cover this cooling tower, cause that 1075 is a monthly charge on that. And that was all my questions.
I sent them same questions late this evening,
Yeah.
about 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And plus one's 150 ton and one's a 250 ton, so there was a difference in size.
So is this gonna fix the problem?
No,
Temporary.
This is a temporary unit while they're under
Temporary, we'll get
construction for
permanent.
4 months to get them AC in the building.
And so the new project,
So
the new
this would
thing they're
plug
gonna
in,
build,
what's
it's
that?
gonna fix the problem?
That's what we're told.
So what guarantee that they're gonna give us that this is gonna be correct?
All I can tell you is what the mechanical engineer is saying, this is what will fix the problem. So we're basically abandoning that underground system where the water and all goes through
Mhm.
and putting a chiller in its place. This is a temporary chiller that'll basically work the same way as the new chiller that'll take 3 to 4 months to put in. The other, on this quote also, if they finish in 90 days, we don't need to rent it for the 4th month. So it's, that's the other piece, and it could be less.
Okay. Cool. Any
But I'll
more-
definitely check on those 2 things to find out.
Yeah,
if that's-
just,
I know the tax, we already looked
Right.
at that and said, we can't pay
Yeah.
that, so.
Expensive AC.
yeah,
But I don't know about the rental protection
yeah.
insurance.
That's like a damage waiver probably from the rental company.
Right, yeah, no, except our
So
insurance
it's probably
covers it.
something the contractor has to, probably a requirement that they're passing on to you, so it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was rental protection, and kinda had an asterisk if needed, so didn't know if that mean we had insurance that would cover. Again, I don't know, just a question. All right, any more questions on the consent agenda? Motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Salvo.
Second.
Second, Mr. Lewis. Any more discussions?
One other discussion on the, when's the pickleball court set to start,
2 weeks.
process? 2 weeks?
May 20, I think the week after Memorial Day, because they actually were prepared to start maybe that Thursday before,
Mhm.
and we pushed it back just because we figured that park will probably be well utilized over the holidays, so no reason to have the equipment and stuff sitting out there. So, yeah, whatever date that is, the
Yep.
last week of May, first week of June.
Okay. All right, let's vote the motion.
Alright.
Aye.
Aye, motion passed 6-0. Minute approvals. As corrected. Almost, right? Almost. One date. I need a motion to approve minutes of April 16th, 2024, April 23rd, 2024, and April 30th, 2024.
Motion.
Motion.
Second.
Second, Mr. Lewis. Further discussion? Vote to motion.
Alright.
Aye.
Aye, motion passed 6-0. Attorney's report, executive session.
Yes, and just a heads up, I plan to have redistricting information on the next council agenda, so if there's any items that you guys need to get to me for that, please do. And then, yeah, so I gave you copies of the outstanding litigation. That's completely up to you. If you want to go in and discuss those, we can. It's more for your information. Unless you want to go in and discuss any of it in more detail, then we can do so.
I didn't finish reading the whole novel yet. I read it late this evening.
Oh, I didn't. I just saw them in there. I didn't even click on none of them because I
Yeah.
didn't see they were hot. I just assumed we was talking about them, but I can go through and read them.
Yeah, I mean, that's completely up to you guys. The Dito and the Thomas one will probably, I would expect to be dismissed. So, I mean, I have not spent much, your insurance company has those, so I'm just kind of letting those ride until if at times, you know, we need to be involved in SWK. We filed a motion to dismiss in that case too.
And Ms. Smith, they have not determined yet a date when that's going to be in front of the judge?
No, there's no date set.
Okay.
All right. Anybody got anything else? Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Noblock.
Second.
Second, Mr. Salvo. All in favor, vote to motion.
Alright.
Aye.
Y'all kind of reluctant to leave.
I don't know. I thought we'd be here all night.
Plenty of time.
Well, tomorrow night we'll be here all night.
Oh, planning zone.
Planning zone has got about 25 items.